Hi, my name is Trey Clark.
I'm Beth.
And we're going to teach you how to get through a meeting, a Zoom meeting, which is pretty commonplace these days.
Yep.
When you got to talk to your staff and your team members, and you have no idea what the hell we're getting ready to talk about.
Yeah.
So we've been. Beth woke up in a locker room with. Never mind. So she woke up in a locker, and
I woke up in a locker.
I woke up with an extra child support payment somehow. I don't know how that worked. So we're going to teach you how to get through this Zoom meeting without really saying much.
Without saying much. I mean, these are our tricks and tips and our ideas for you.
So we know that no one's really working that hard these days, and we want to give you a little help on how to keep that up. So cheers. Propositions.
Well, the value propositions that we've been presented, I mean, they look really good, especially for Q4. I'm really excited about that. I mean, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope you can too,
Well, sometimes, I mean, you have to see the tunnel before you see the light at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? But I think once we bring everything back home, and they say don't count your chickens before they're hatched, but why not? Why don't you count your chickens? I think that's just a reason to fail.
Yeah, I think it's smart to count your chickens. And, as far as putting all your eggs in a basket is like...
Potential chickens, why are you supposed to not count on them to hatch?
Exactly.
What kind of attitude is that?
To me, that's a defeatist attitude. Coming into Q4, we it's coming into the home stretch. Like, we see the finish line. We're racing for it. We've got, we're ahead by at least a couple of horse lengths.
At least a couple of furlongs, if that's if that's worth throwing in there. But seriously, just buckle down and let the let the chips fall.
Yeah.
Let the chips fall. Let them crumble. We can pick up the pieces because we've done it before, right?
I mean, that we have done that. We've been around this. This isn't our first rodeo. We've been to this dance before. We know the song. We know what we're gonna dance, and we know it's a polka. We just got to do it.
Let it be a two-step. Let it be a waltz. Who cares? You know what? We're not here to strike up the band. We're here to move around. We're here to move mountains, to get rid of these molehills.
Exactly. Your mountain is a molehill, and I think sometimes we got to see it that way. Like, if you don't see it that way, then you're just not looking, and, you take off those rose-colored glasses, because that's what inspires you.
And yes, do you stop and smell the roses? But sometimes you got to stop and smell the bullshit, too.
Right.
And what's more motivating, to stop and gaze at a pretty flower, or to get moving along with the stench of what you fear most, which is losing the Torrance group?
Yeah.
I mean, if we lose the Torrance group,
and
what are we?
No, I mean, if we lose the Torrance group, I mean, what is all this for naught? Like, what are we doing here, people? We've been circling the wagons.
Well, I mean, what is firepower worth if you don't use it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, we've got all the tools in the toolkit. We've got all the things that we need.
Our birds are chirping. Our elevators going all the way past the top floor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we see that glass ceiling, and it's just like, you've got to push through.
Shatter that son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Shatter it. I mean, we've all got our hammers ready, so everybody needs to just start getting ready to hammer away.
Would you rather be a hammer, or would you rather be a nail? Exactly. I'll be the hammer any day of the week. And you know what? You know what? This group is going to be our nail.
That's exactly how we need to focus on this, people.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty stoked. I'm going to get my chips in a row and my ducks in a circle, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm going to let the cookie crumble, and hopefully there's a couple of chocolate morsels left over when I'm done.
Right. Just leave a trail of breadcrumbs for me, and I'll be coming up the rear and just, picking everything up as you're throwing it down. Guys, we've got this. I mean, Q4 is make or break for us. I mean, this is do or die. You live and die by the Q4.
Well, but what you do is you set up Q4 by what? Q1, 2, and 3. We've counted our chickens and they haven't hatched because it's not Q4 yet.
Right.
But we know those chickens are ripe and ready to be picked from the pear tree.
Oh, they are so ripe, and we've got the incubator ready. We have the timers. We've got everybody checking on them all the time, and that's what we have to do.
Well, I think if we're honest with ourselves, it's okay to pat ourselves in the proverbial back. If we're going to lead a horse to water, we better remember how a wet horse smells.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can't, ride that horse and, ride it hard and put it away wet.
Sometimes you think you're beating a dead horse, and that horse gets right back up in front of you, and you're wondering, what the hell just happened? Yeah. And I think we've been staying in front of this, and I've let Mark from accounting understand that's, it's kind of on him at this point. If we fail, it's pretty much his fault.
Yeah, Mark, this shit's on you, man. No, I'm just kidding, Mark. No, don't think
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, well, don't think about, everybody's hopes and dreams riding on the fact that you've got your numbers straight for Q4. So,
well, you know what? You can write all the numbers you want on a chalkboard.
Yeah.
I can put all the numbers together in the world and tell you I got $1.001 million in the bank. Let me tell you, Beth, I ain't got $1.001 million in the bank, no matter how well the math works out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, yeah.
So you can tell Jill over in HR that.
Right, yeah. I don't know what they're teaching these kids in school today. It's this new math and shit, but it's carry the 1, add the 2, divide the... It doesn't matter.
Can you put that in your hand? Can you eat it? Can you feed it to your family? No.
Can you see that egg in the incubator?
Does it make a chicken?
Exactly. And then that's all we're asking here, people. We're just trying to stay focused, keep your eye on the prize, because we are going for the gold. We don't want bronze. We don't want silver. We want gold.
Well, one thing, you can either move the goalposts all you want, or you can just aim down the center. It doesn't matter how wide or narrow they are. You hit the center mark, you're going to win every time. You're going to hit that field goal.
Exactly.
Well, are you going to play defense, or are you going to drive the lane? You can try and zone out all day long, or you can go for your man and pick him apart.
Yeah, and I think we are in a full court press right now, people. We are...
That's a good point. That's a great point, Beth.
We are in a full court press, so everybody needs to grab their shorts, pull them up, get ready to run, put on your running shoes, because it's about to get really, really, really physical in here. Sally from HR, you may not shoot the shot, you may not even make the assist, but you're setting the screen to allow for the assist and then the shot.
You're drawing attention to yourself and who's left wide open.
Exactly.
Your 3 guard at the top of the isolation, right?
Exactly. And so offensively, we have to attack the basket. So for us, Q4, we have to attack Q4. Defensively, we will switch up from man to zone. We will do that a little bit. We've been doing that all year.
Heck yeah, we have. And congrats to you on your team, being able to shoot from the hip and change formations here. Calling plays right in the middle of a fast break is not the easiest thing to do. And sometimes you do have to call a timeout and just regroup. Yeah. And maybe that's what we're doing. What do you think?
And there is absolutely no shame in being the person on the bench that is handing out the water, because we all need you. I'm looking at you, Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa, we're going to talk after this, but I think we can all agree that maybe you could probably step up your game just a little bit. I'm not trying to call you out in front of everybody on this Zoom conference, but I think we can all agree that maybe you are probably the weak link in this chain. Yeah. What do you think, Beth?
Yeah, I think, but these are things that we can build on. You can take these.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Melissa can be the strongest link.
You have every opportunity. You have only.
I've always believed in Melissa.
Yeah.
Melissa, we've always been rooting for you the whole time.
And we can't pretend that we're not rooting for you, because we are.
Exactly. Because the whole time, all I've ever said is Melissa's probably the best thing that's ever happened to this company.
Absolutely. So, you may take criticism, you may take constructive criticism and see it as feedback. But know that if we're not talking to you, it means we don't care. So when your coach stops talking to you, that's when you need to worry. And we are not talking to you, Melissa.
Exactly. Melissa, you're pretty much the glue that holds everything together. It's what that's pretty much the point we've been trying to make this whole time.
Yeah.
So thanks, Melissa, for everything you do.
Yes.
We appreciate you. And one thing I want you to understand is, it's not just a one-on-one duel. Mm-hmm. We're not playing one-on-one on anything. It's a team effort, but sometimes you gotta beat your own man. Yeah. And sometimes that man is a dead horse.
Yeah. Sometimes it is a dead horse, and you got to recognize if it's dead or it's alive.
Well, right now, I think the Torrance group is still alive. So let's go make this happen. All right, guys, y'all ready?
Let's go, team.
All right. Good job. Fuck Melissa. Okay, Melissa's a piece of fucking shit.
I know. I know.
Her. You know what? And fuck Matt in accounting, too. Wait, hold on. Is this on?
Oh, is this still on?
Is this on?
Wait, how do you click out of the Zoom? Leave the meeting. Leave meeting.
Leave meeting. What the
Okay, yeah.
Matt's still here.